Find So yung domains, ano, yung x is greater than or equal to 0. Teka, pwedeng ano, i-expand mo pa yung letter B?
Opo.
Yung ano niyan eh, kasi aside from yung domain, di ba? Isulat mo in interval notation yung domains. Tapos yung ranges din, i-state mo. Kasi kailangan mo yun. So, ano yung domain, ano yung range ng bawat function. At saka, ano, bigay mo yung expression. Hindi lang f of x. Okay. So, range ay teka, pwedeng paki-graph yung x squared plus 4. Okay. So ngayon, yung sa inverse is Teka, y square equals x minus 4, di ba? Pwedeng pakita mo muna yon. Okay, ngayon, we have a square. So may dalawang solutions yan. Okay, ano naman yung domain at range ng inverse functions? Teka, ayan. Okay, so graphs ng F1 at saka F1 inverse. I-copy-paste mo lang dyan. So do it in Desmos and then copy-paste. Tapos, yung restrictions kailangan mong i-impose kasi pag hindi, di ba, mag-graph siya dire-diretso.
Yun po, delete mo na po ko ng content screenshot. Ayan.
Okay, so yung first plot ay yung F1. Huwag mo pagsamahin yung F1 at saka F2. F1 lang. So y equals, kasi di ba yung equation sinusulat, yung function sinusulat natin as y equals x squared plus 4. And then, ano yung restriction on the domain? Okay, so that's going to be F1. Ngayon, huwag mo muna i-plot yung F2 kasi panggulo yan kapag sinabay mo. Ngayon, paki-plot yung F1 inverse. So y equals, okay. So as you can see, so paki-plot din yung y equals x. Tapos yung in 7, gamitin mo thin broken lines. So yung thickness bawasan mo. Like 1. Yan, para lang So may symmetry siya about y equals x, diba? As you can see. Ngayon, kung kasi i-screenshot mo muna yan, tapos i-paste mo dun sa sa document, sa para may figure ka. So ito yung F1 and F1 inverse. And make sure na naka-label yung graph. So that's for letter D. and E.
Wrong screenshot. Tingnan mo. Ay, sa... Yan, wrong. Ah, yung shortcut mo is wrong.
So, plot yan lang. So, label the axes and then label the functions being plotted. Hindi, yung F1. Y equals F. So, Y equals F1 of X. Tapos, yung inverse, okay. Ngayon, separate plot naman yung F2 at saka F2 inverse. Tapos i-hide mo yung F1. At saka F1 inverse. So F and F2 and F2 inverse ang meron tayo ngayon. Ngayon, screenshot and then post it dun sa notepad.
Lang.
Okay. So, pansin mo, no? May symmetry yung function and its inverse with respect to y equals x. Pag ganyan kasi kita talaga na tama yung yung interpretation. It matches. Also, the other thing to note, pansin mo rin, no? Kaya ako tinatanong yung ano yung domain, ano yung range. Kasi kapag alam mo yung domain and range, may check mo kagad kung ano yung domain ng inverse. The domain of the inverse should be the range of the original function. So, kaya pagpansin mo, tingnan mo rin sa taas, yung mga domain at ranges ng F1 at saka F1 inverse. Diba, nag-swap lang sila. Kaya siya useful na to find out. Okay, so we're done with number 59. No? So, yung 61 naman, so may given na piecewise function. So 61 given x is equal to x squared So if we graph this, first, how do we know na is this invertible?
Mhm. I think it's invertible, ma'am.
27 squared of x. Okay, so f prime of x is greater than 0 in the domain. So the domain is graph man lang kaya sa Desmos para hindi para maling makita. At saka copy and paste.
Recording.
So ang tricky lang dito ay yung inverse.
Meron po siyang jump.
Ganyan, kailangan mo restrictions.
Kaya nga po, set ko lang muna po. Not sure ano yung kulay. There, ano ba ito?
Kaya, so okay na, dapat pare-pareho sila, di ba? And then put in the restrictions. So so x is between, so x is less than 1, di ba?
So, ano pala siya? All the way down.
Tapos, between 1 and 9. And then for x greater than 9. Okay, and then okay, when x is equal,
that's correct. So, ganun yung shape niya. Parang po.
Tapos i-rescale mo na lang para mas maling makita.
So tall. Ano kaya? My active 500, 400 kaya. 400, negative 400. 400. 300. Okay.
So, apps uh, so, yung 0 to negative infinity yan. Yung 1 to 9 gets mapped into 181. So, yung inverse, so, siya,
So,
tatlo
here.
siya. So, okay, so that's for, yan yung f of x, no? So, kailangan natin, ano naman yung inverse? Okay. Yeah, we don't have three separate inverses. It's just a single inverse.
No.
Ang pero meron tayo sub-intervals. So, kung kasi i-track mo, ang bawat sub-interval, saang interval na ma-map. So, ano yung range ng bawat interval? So, tingnan mo yung sa ano. So, for example, yung all numbers for all x less than 1, ano yung range ng values ng f of x? Ilagay mo sa tabi. Kasi pwede mo isipin yan, interval, yung function is a map that transfers yung functions into values in an interval to another interval. So, ano yung range nung sub-interval niya? So, ang range ng subdomain is, okay, so yung inverse should allow you to map yung bawat subdomain back into the original domain. So, yung function na kailangan natin will be defined on from negative infinity to 1, then from 1 to 81, and then from 81 to infinity. Kasi inverses will switch, interchange the domain and the range.
So basically, find the function that has these properties po.
So, dapat yung range yan, magiging domain, tapos yung domain magiging range. Tapos ano yung formula for each in for the sorry, ano yung formula ng inverse in each subdomain. So, pwede mo isipin na yung mga yan, those are subdomains and subranges. Teka lang. Hindi, it's not y over 27. Yeah, so x over 27 square. Ayan. So, yan yung inverse function. F inverse is, tapos ibalik mo lang into yung, ang tawag dito, yung may case notation. So, F inverse of x is equal to, and then open bracket. Teka, okay. Teka, yung graph ng function na yun,
Mm.
yung sa 61, so yung inverse.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What?
Yung, don't forget the restrictions.
Amo. This is red. This is blue. This is green. Okay,
So,
green pala siya.
so red.
Some restriction.
Okay, so, yeah, so, hindi sila parehong scale eh. So, kaya mahirap makita yung symmetry. So, you have to use the same scale. Yeah. So, dito, kita na.
Yung nga ba? So, paano
Diba? Para siyang yung credent ni Poseidon.
yung nga ba? So, paano
Okay. Ano pang hinihingi sa number 61?
Kasi wala na sa bond. Find the dimension
Inverse, no?
inverse lang yan.
So, find the inverse lang. So, 63.
Babae. So, been demolished. So, 63. Find the inverse and calculate the inverse, evaluate it at 0.
So, So first, this is an increasing function.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yes.
Okay, so this is just yung anong tawag nun? Yung ano po yung fundamental theorem of calculus. So,
Hmm.
yung
So ano yung df/dx?
yung-
Okay. And then we know that's going to be positive.
bro, kailangan i-evaluate. So, ano daw? Square root. So, ano daw po? 40.
Yeah. Check mo yung buong question na. Baka naman evaluate the inverse lang at a single point.
Evaluate nga po the single point lang.
Prove that f is an ayun. Prove that f is an inverse. Kaya nasa yung proof na f is an inverse?
Wait mo. Sulat ko na to. Tapos, move it down. Prove that f is an inverse. Ito na actually. So, ay, wala. So, ito daw po, it should be greater than or less than. Yes. So, this is
So df/dx, ano yung sign? So it's always positive for all values of x.
for x real.
So yung inverse would exist for all reals. Ngayon,
I think baliktad yata mo yung gamit ito. There.
okay. So hinahanap natin ngayon yung c so that yung value ng f of x is 0, di ba?
T pa rin. Paano ko na, paano ko na po? Minus 0 naman. I think, so dapat ano yan? 0,
Teka,
0
2 to the fourth yan, di ba?
to the fourth.
So how come yun yung antiderivative?
Ay,
I'm
derivative pa.
assuming nag-ahap ka na, ginagawa mo antiderivative.
Ginagawa ko pala po yung derivative. Okay, so ano daw ang derivative nito? So, 9 plus t to the fourth. So, 5. Ha?
Ganito, ano yung graphical interpretation ng integral?
Mhm. Represent, yung ano po, area under the curve.
Mhm. Of the function from 2 to c. Ngayon, if c is not, tingnan mo yung ano, so let's say pumili ka ng arbitrary value of c. So it's an area. ano ba shape ng graph ng square root of 9 plus t to the fourth?
Hmm, parang ganito yata po, parang sort of.
And then, mag-glowing ka. Graph yung square root of 9 plus t to the fourth or square root of 9 plus x to the fourth. Tapos, i-interpret mo ngayon yung ano yung integral from 2 to c. Desmos, square root of 9 plus x to the fourth.
Okay. So, it's quadratic, I think. Quadratic siya.
So, ganyan yung shape. Ngayon, mag-zoom in ka muna kasi gusto nating tingnan lang yung x equals 2. So, yung scale mo masyadong malaki. So, choose uh, choose your scale so that x is between, gamitin mo yung wrench. So, ang galawin mo lang yung x. So, from negative 5 to 5. Okay, ngayon, copy the graph, screenshot, and then paste it onto your notepad. Kasi para doon natin pwedeng pag-isipan kung ano yung integral. Hindi, sorry, huwag muna. Graph mo rin yung x equals 2. Tapos, yeah. So, and then screenshot, and then paste. Kailangan yung scale. Huwag mong takpan yung scale. Yung x-axis, dapat mabasa yung values. Kailangan natin yan. So, i-graph mo, i-ano mo na kaya yung buong tab. Screenshot mo yung buong tab.
So, yun lang. Yun lang po. One more attempt. We have updated our terms and service. Okay. So,
Okay, ngayon, so lagay mo yan dyan. X equals 2. Ngayon, if C is, for example, 3, what does the integral from 2 to 3 represent on the graph?
ito mo.
So, yung area na yan. Okay, paano kung halimbawa 2 to negative 3? Or 2 to, sige, 2 to 1, halimbawa. What does that represent?
2 to 1. Yung negative, ano na po nito?
So, yung negative ng,
Negative nito mo.
so negative ng area na yan. Ngayon, ang kailangan natin, what value of C do we need para yung makuha nating area 0?
That's genius. Okay, so apparently very practical lang po ngayon. So, to the 0, dapat 2 siya.
So, therefore, C equals,
What? Okay, that's crazy. That was very foolish. So, apparently, I did not notice na for the area to be 0, there's only one value. Actually, di ba po there are other values po. Let's say po parang cubic po to. There could be other values. Pero ano siya eh. So, therefore, is equal to 2.
okay,
Mhm. So, therefore, find the something something. Ano ba yung ano to? What is the derivative? Okay, given yung derivative. Ay, actually, naku yung derivative. So, calculate this. Okay po. So,
So, ang kailangan natin ay f inverse prime evaluated at 0. That should be equal to okay, so 1/5. Diba? Actually, yung mga problems na dito sa may dulo, di ba? Hindi na masasabing trivial na eh. Okay, so we're done with number 63. So let's now do number 65. So f of x is equal to, so we're done with that, no? Kasi na-complete na natin f inverse prime at 0. So for number 65, f of x is pi cubed to x cubed cosine square cube root of t dt. And then given prove this incomplete f inverse prime of 0.
tap yata po yung share ko. Nakita na po yung document.
Ang nakikita ko lang yung external.
Okay. So, na-stop po yung share ko sa ano ba? Ayun, okay.
So 65 naman.
Wala mo. Ayun. So, find the
So demonstrate that there's an inverse or prove that f has an inverse. And then calculate f inverse at 0.
proof that the inverse. So, oh no. Why? Why would someone do this? Pi cube. Uh-huh. Mm-mm. 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 Wala. Hindi pala X nandito. Parang sabuyan. I forgot. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Suspicious.
Teka, pwede patingin ng external mo?
Yun po, I forgot anong gagawin mo mag-ano. Squared. O multiply ba? Wait lang mo. I think I need to look at the...
Chain rule.
Kaya nga pa yung...
So let u be equal to x squared. Sorry, x squared ba or x cubed? Parang may misprint. It should be x cubed, hindi x squared. May misprint yan.
Ala. Munti ka na po magka, ano.
So, paki-correct na lang.
It should be x cubed.
So let u be equal to x cubed. So the chain rule says so df dx is teka, sulat mo yung chain rule. Chain rule muna. Ano ba yung chain rule in terms of f, u, and x? So df dx equals df du times du dx. So may
Anong tawag kasi po sa symbol na to?
ano yun?
Ay, radical na. Okay, radical. So, yung ano daw,
Teka, nasa yung derivative with respect to u? Diba that's just f of u. Then, d du. Kasi yung f yung integral niyan eh. Tapos, gumamit ka ng parenthesis just to indicate na you're differentiating. And then evaluating at u equal to
Lahat nito is u equals when x is 0, dapat lahat daw
hindi, wag muna. Ang ginagawa muna natin ay yung general na, kasi hindi kailangan nating i-ano yun, i-calculate yan for general values of x. Okay, so ngayon, simplify. So cube root of thousand. Ano yung du dx? Okay. Okay. Let's simplify further. What's cosine of pi?
cosine of pi is bakit negative 1 ba? Ano ang negative 1? Negative siguro. So, negative
Oh, so
1.
negative 1.
It doesn't matter po. So, squared naman, may 1 siya. So, equals
Okay, so 1 over 3 pi squared. Show the formula. Okay, yung 66, kailangan natin yung 66 for 67. No?
parang I've lost easier. It's like it's a teaser trailer to 67. So,
Kaya, so F inverse. Sakit na sa ulo kasi ang daming chain rule to.
ititik pa nga lang po. Yung 67 looks like
Kaya, reasonable ba yung result ng 66?
may extra kailang pang din. So, 5.17. There's it. Okay. 5.17.
So wait,
517. 517. 517. 518.
yung
Then,
yung ano
so yung
yung
the inverse is 1 over the derivative. 1 over the derivative. daw? Ito daw po. So, uh, so the derivative of an inverse is 1 over the derivative of the, wait,
The original function evaluated at the using the inverse.
mm,
Nalala mo yung C at saka yung check mo yung goal ng C at saka yung I think mas klaro yun kapag ang tinignan mong theorem ay 5.1.8.
okay, so yung ano daw po, so the derivative, so the derivative of an inverse of evaluated at x, which is, let's say ito, ano po, so
Eh,
0,
tingnan mo yung theorem 5.1.8.
so ito daw, so yung ano nga po, yung D tsaka C, yung ano nila.
So ano ba yung rules ng C at saka D?
So, sabi daw, D, ano na, ito yung D, that D equals the function. C is the solution if D is the answer of the function. So, then, that
Hindi,
means,
ganito. To go from C to D, ano yung ginagamit natin? Yung original function, di ba?
so
F,
you,
F of C, hindi, sulat mo, F of C equals D.
okay. So, apparently nga po, so parang ano siya, so may problem.
So if F of C is equal to D, so yeah, sulat mo.
64.
Tapos convert lang natin.
So, ano daw?
So F
So,
of C, so ang alam natin is equal to D. Therefore, D is equal to, or C is equal to F inverse evaluated of D.
so here, X is D.
So ang C is equal to, okay. Ayan.
Okay, clear. Mm,
So okay na yung 63, no? 65. 65 yan. 60, sorry, 64 pala. Tama ba? Or 60,
Hindi siya, tama.
66.
Ayun, okay,
That's
tama
what he
na.
did. Okay, so yung 67, yung kasunod niyan. Paano kapag kukuha ka ng derivative ng, pagkukuha naman ng derivative yan?
The second derivative? Oh no.
Kaya,
Hindi, there must be a formula for this. For
yan.
the
Kaya, ano yung, ito, yung result ng exercise 66, tingnan natin ha. So, F inverse prime of x equals 1 over F prime of F inverse of x. And then, kailangan natin i-differentiate. So, take the derivative of both sides. Yung result ng 66. So, F inverse double prime of x is derivative with respect to x of
found it po.
1 over.
Obo.
Kaya, share yung screen ko.
I found that I found the generalization po. Ano daw? Pa de Bruno's formula. Ayun. Yun yung ano,
Ito.
generalization.
So, you have to differentiate f prime of f inverse of x. So, tsatsagain mo lang talaga siya. So, chain rule siya. Ano pangalan ng formula niyan? Hindi ko alam yung pangalan eh.
Yung ano daw po yun, yung all of the formulas nila, generalized po sila sa chat mo.
Ay, well, sige, let's
Opo.
forget that. Ito lang muna. So, if f inverse prime of x is this, then differentiating both sides should give you the second derivative. So, ito yung starting point. Ngayon, ano to eh, nanganganak na chain rule. So, this is derivative with respect to x of f prime evaluated at f inverse of x raised to the negative 1. Nakita mo yung result? May square somewhere, I think. So, yun. Yeah. Square ba or cube? Cube. So, it's going to come out pagka nag-differentiate ka ulit. Ito yung ano. So, ito yung starting point. Write it down this way. And then, maingat na chain rule, sequence of chain rules.
Opo.
Okay. Anyway, so stop share na ako para ituloy mo. Or maybe I should send ko lang para may ano before we kasi bago mag-end yung session na yan. Okay, so uh, magre-rejoin na lang ako kasi 5 seconds na lang eh. So,
4, 3. Lobo.
so chain rule siya.
Okay
For
mo.
yan.
Ayun. No. The most painful part of calculus. Okay, so chain rule, chain rule, chain rule, chain rule. So, ito, ano yung nabasa na? Okay, so yung derivative daw po to. Okay, I see. So, there's always a derivative for everything. This needs to be super careful. F minus 1. So, this is negative option. Negative 1, so over negative 2, so squared.
F prime. And then may minus. Okay. Got it.
May problem. Ito doon tayo. Okay, so parang kailangan mong maging cubed.
Teka, di ba yung from inside going outside?
Opo.
So, kailangan natin ngayon yung derivative ng nasa loob.
So, the derivative of actually,
Of f prime. Yan.
so the derivative of this times the derivative of this.
Uh,
So, That is f
Double prime.
of -1 times,
Okay. Yung derivative ng F inverse.
so that's 1 over, okay. So apparently nga po magiging cube yun. Tapos on, okay, it's not that hard pala. So turns out pala mo, that's it. Wait,
Mhm.
negative.
May negative, di ba? Tingnan mo yung kanina, sa leftmost side.
Hindi mo. Wala. Yung sa ano mo, sa libro, meron ba po negative?
Alam ko dapat may negative yan. Teka, may negative yung copy ko.
Okay. So, dami pala po
Tata.
mismo itong Spanish pa copy. So, anyway. So, ito po.
Okay.
Okay.
Ayan. So, punta na tayo sa natural logarithm, yung how it's defined. So, punta tayo sa share ko yung screen ko.
The logarithmic shot.
Kasi pumapasok na dito yung mga techniques for dealing with. So, yung logarithm function, log x, or may iba-ibang notations ln of x. Ang gagamitin natin ln of x.
Bakit yung
So,
may ibang
ln of x,
they still use log? Hindi ba po yung reserve na yun for yung ano po, yung by 10, yung command?
hindi. May kanya-kanyang hindi siya internationally recognized na may isang specific notation for base 10 log. So, tapos, ang ano pa kasi, yung older textbooks, ang older textbooks at saka yung pag nagpunta ka sa complex functions, yung log of a complex number is going to be defined by yung ln ng modulus plus yung angle. So, kung ito yung complex number, yung modulus yung length, ito yung real part, ito yung angle measured from So, kaya distinguish nila. Usually yung log, ginagamit yan in higher math to mean the natural logarithm extended to the complex plane. Tapos yung ln, reserved para dun sa logarithm ng real numbers.
But why? Why would someone use ano natural? What makes it natural?
Kasi siya yung inverse function ng e to the x
For it to be natural. Kasi siya yung, it's the, ano tawag doon, so that makes it special po.
Kasi di ba, yung if y is equal to e to the x, di ba yan yung the simplest function to differentiate, di ba? Kasi e to the x pa rin. So kailangan mong ano na may inverse function. You get ln. So, yung ibang books, i-define yung ln as the inverse of e to the x. Dito, yung sa book na to, at saka sa ibang textbooks naman, ang ginagawa natin, i-define nila yung ln to define e to the z. So, ang sequence of definitions niya, define ln of x, and then use the definition to get e to the x. So, define e to the x as the inverse. Ang ano kasi, yung e to the x kasi, kaya ito yung pinili kasi at this stage, imposibleng i-define yung e to the x using elementary methods unless i-define mo siya as the inverse of ln. Yung ln, relatively madaling i-define kasi ang definition ng ln is just the integral from 1 to x dt over t. And then x is greater than or equal to 1. Ngayon, 0. Kasi gusto, may mga negative, di ba may mga negative values yung ln. So, i-cover din yung na yun. So, ito yung definition. So, this is how the natural logarithm is defined. Tapos, ang pinapa-explore, does it actually have the properties of a logarithm? So, ano yung properties ng logarithm? ln, ang ini-expect natin, diba, ln of a product is going to be equal to ln of A plus ln of B. Yung ln of a quotient is ln of A minus ln of B. So ito yung properties na alam natin from yung elementary properties. So ito, this is the definition. So ang mangyayari, yung elementary properties, you have to prove them using the definition. Ano ba? Yung ln of x to the n. Pwedeng ibaba yung exponent. And so on. Wala to. Yan. N ln of x. Meron pa ba? So to convince, so yun lang. Kailangan natin i-define yan. And then, madali kasing kunin yung derivative. Ano ba derivative ng ln of x? Using the fundamental theorem of calculus. So from the definition, derivative with respect to x of ln of x is yung derivative nito, which is evaluate at x. Diba? So 1 over x. So pasok na yung... So from the definition, simple na ang derivative is just 1 over x. Okay. Ito yung gusto kong subukan mo to. Yung show na yung ln of a product is equal to ln of A plus ln of B. Tapos, i-restrict natin na A is greater than B, greater than 1. So, let me stop. So, ito yung so show. Tapos, ito. So, first exercise. Yeah. So, let me stop sharing. So, subukan mo muna yan. So, 1 to A, B.
Ilan mo? Anong page po?
Hindi. Wala na siyang... Yung exercise na pinapagawa ko sa'yo, wala dun sa wala dyan.
Ayun, sinend niya mo.
So prove that yung ln of a product is
It's this
equal to
one.
ln of the sum of the ln's. Tapos
Without
use the restriction.
without using yung ano po yung obvious na yung logarithm mo.
Hindi nga, ano yan eh, kaya siya kailangan i-prove kasi hindi naman natin alam na logarithm function talaga yan eh. So how do
Ah,
we know?
so basically prove na parang it has many of the properties ng ano ng logarithm. Okay.
Or it has all the properties of a log.
So
Okay, so tingnan mo yung left hand side. That's integral from
so
1 to
dapat
ab.
dapat po yung derivatives nila dapat sum din. So
Teka,
the
yung ln is the integral. Walang derivatives dito. Ln is the again, ang definition ng ln ay ln of x. So, hindi, so may definition. Ln of x is the integral from 1 to x of dt over t. So ngayon, ang ln of ab must be
mm,
1 to ab
okay. So prove na
dt
ganito.
over. Okay, ngayon, yung gusto kong gawin mo dito ay isulat mo yung integral as the integral from 1 to b and then plus the integral from b to a. Yun yung hint.
Mm.
Di ba? Properties of the integral.
So they are both greater than 1 and A is greater than B. Okay, table. So A is
1 to b dt over t.
so
Tapos ln of a is just
A.
okay, ngayon, teka, walang ln of a is just 1 to a lang, di ba? And ln of a is just from 1 to a. Ang gusto kong gawin mo na i-break up. So start with ln of ab. Ln of ab is equal to integral from 1 to a, 1 to b dt over t plus the integral from b to a dt over t. Reasonable naman yan, di ba? Kasi pag tingnan mo yung, draw that, para makita mo yung interpretation ng na yan. Yan.
Hindi mo kailangan A dito.
Oh, sorry. Hanggang AB pala yan.
Ayan. So parang ganito, tapos hanggang ganito rin. Pareho yan siya.
Yeah.
So therefore, ln.
So yung first term, that's already ln of b.
So prove na ito po is this one. Meron bang sinabing theorem? Wala yata. So I have to prove it myself. So ln AB equals the integral of So ano daw?
Teka, nag-chain rule na ba tayo? Teka, sorry. Gusto ko lang maalala ko nag-chain rule na tayo for integration eh.
Chain rule na po tayo for integration.
Una. Or baka kailangan balikan natin yon.
Hindi yata po hindi yata po. Kung natutunan mo na, hindi ko lang po natandaan.
Hindi, wala kasi siya sa addition, math. So I think mukhang balik tayo dun sa chain rule for integration. I think yun yung na-miss natin. Oops. So let's look at, so balik muna tayo sa chain rule for integration. The definite integral, the fundamental theorem of calculus, area of a plane region, volumes. Actually, yung mga volumes na dapat daanan pa natin yan eh. Saan yung chain rule for integration? Hindi. Sa ano yan? I think nasa antiderivatives. So, tingnan natin yung some techniques of anti-differentiation. So it should be check ko lang yun. Yung chain rule for anti-differentiation. Okay, tingnan mo yung theorem 4.2.1.
So that is in mga page
300 something, 328.
300.
Pero yan yung English kasi. So hindi ko masabi kung anong.
So 4.2.1.
2.1. So I think yan yung kailangan natin we'll start with the chain rule for anti-differentiation before we go back to the definite integral. Sorry. Dapat pala daanan natin to.
So the derivative of
So
times the derivative of the whole one.
Okay, so kailangan natin ng kailangan nating gawin to, no? So ang tawag dito yung chain rule for antiderivatives. Kasi tingnan natin yung mga examples. So if you look at so ang ginagamit natin dito ay, kasi ano ba yung f of g times g prime? That's derivative of f of g. Of capital F of g. Diba? Sige. Let me share my screen first. So siguro for our last few minutes, para lang introduce ko yung idea. So this is from section 4.2. Actually, ginagamit na natin to dati. Kasi, yung idea, for example, what if may composite function ka? Let's call it big F. So what if, given, ang derivative ng big F is equal to small f of x. Ngayon, ano ang derivative with respect to x ng f of g of x? So on derivative, using the chain rule, it's just going to be f of g of x multiplied by the derivative of g of x. Kaya clear ba yung kung bakit totoo to? So example, let big F of x be equal to x to the 7th. Tapos ang g of x ay x squared plus 1. So, ano yung derivative with respect to x ng x squared plus 1 to the 7th. So the chain rule says it's just going to be, so kung ang derivative ng f, so f prime of x is equal to 7 x to the 6, and that's going to be f of, small f of x. So 7x to the 6, that's f of, sorry, it's 7, and then x squared plus 1 to the 6. Pansin mo, this is f of g of x. And then, multiply natin sa yung derivative na nasa loob, which is dg dx. So we already know the chain rule. So yung ang sinasabi ng chain rule, di ba? You can peel off layers as you differentiate. Ngayon, so if we have the chain rule, then yung ano ba yung reverse process of differentiation? So let's copy this. Tapos i-convert natin. So for example, yung antiderivative ng f of x dx. So this symbol will treat this the antiderivative. That's just going to be f of x. That's a constant. Ngayon, ano yung antiderivative of f of g of x? The derivative of g dx. Diba? So ito, this is equivalent to df f prime of x is equal to f. Ito, this should give us big F of g of x as a constant. And it's equivalent to, so yung kapares niya, ito. Diba? Reversible sila eh. Or connected sila by the idea of what's an antiderivative. So antiderivative of the right-hand side should be f of g of x. Because we know that we know how to get the derivatives. So antiderivatives, the reverse, and include an arbitrary constant. Okay, so yung gusto kong ganito, since magsimula na this coming Sunday, kasi I also have to go by 6.
Abo.
Diba? So, yung gusto kong gawin mo ngayon, yung sa TC7, ang gagawin natin sa next meeting ay we'll be doing more complicated integrals.
Oh no.
In section 4.2 using the chain rule. So balik integration na tayo. And then sige, bago natin balikan yung logarithm, gawin na natin na maayos yung areas under the curve, volume, area of a plane region, volumes of revolution. Kasi standard topics yan eh sa Math 21. At saka, actually, standard topic din siya sa A-levels. So we'll do that. Kasi, di ba, yung nakikita mong, yung mga nakikita natin, yung mga so far, yung mga nakikita nating applications ng integration, panay, yung iba panay physics. Yung getting the position versus time if you know the velocity, and then getting velocity if you know the acceleration. Integration yung process of reversing derivatives. So far, yun yung biggest application natin for integration eh. Tapos, area under the curve, diba na-encounter na natin. So, kahit mo, so far, yun lang, yung dalawang yun pa lang, yung applications na alam natin. May additional applications pa. For example, getting the average. of a function of a of a function. So there is a way to define the average. So we'll also talk about that. Kasi pag for example, na-encounter mo ba yung Gaussian distribution?
Yes po.
Yung
Mga
definition niya ay meron kang function e to the negative alpha x square and a normalization. And then yung probability is interpreted as the area under the curve of the Gaussian distribution. So integral siya.
opo.
So may mga ganong applications. So area under the curve is going to be related to probability as well. Kasi sa Gaussian distribution, yun yung that's how you interpret it. Kaya lang ang problema lang sa Gaussian, hindi siya exactly integrable. Diba, so far yung nakikita nating integrals, panay makahanap ka ng antiderivative. In general, there is walang general method for getting antiderivatives. That's one of the sad facts. Well, hindi. One of the more interesting facts of life, I think. We can get derivatives. It's yung getting derivatives we can do. Getting the inverse, which is getting the antiderivative, it's not always possible in closed form.
Opo.
Yeah. So, pero dito nga panay exactly integrable yung mga to eh.
Opo.
Okay, so yung start natin this coming Thursday, panay we'll do chapter 4.
Opo.
As in, tapos we've already done yung derivatives of inverse functions. You already know how to get the derivative of cosine and sine and yung trig functions. Kaya hindi masyadong, kaya actually, kaya dami na pwedeng skip dito sa first few chapters ng TC7 kasi na-meet na natin sa additional math eh. So yun talagang kailangan talaga nating balikan, i-work through yung integration. Siguro some of the theorems for yung rigorous definition of limits. Kaya kasi hindi siya kasing fun eh. I think mas useful na marunong ka mag-integrate and then like parang yung mga first na mathematicians na natuto ng calculus, si Newton. Wala naman siyang, si Newton, si Leibniz, wala naman siyang matinong definition of limits eh. And yet they were able to do calculus. So we're doing it in the same way. We'll postpone the definition of the limit until talagang kailangan na siya. Anyway, so we'll stop here and then we'll continue. So sa Sunday, balik physics na naman ulit. And then tapos balik math tayo sa Thursday. So, okay, so we'll stop here. I'll see you again this coming Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye po. Thank you po.